Welcome, everybody, to my live stream. Welcome back, bruh. Welcome back, bruh. I'm gonna be calling these. Hold on, let me just make sure everybody is online and we're online with everybody. Let me just make sure real quick right now, ladies and gentlemen, that we are all on good and all online. Alright, we are. Okay, guys. I'm going to call these live streams from now on ultra-based live streams because I have a little bit of time in the morning before I work out. I normally work out at like 1 o'clock, guys, or 2 o'clock today, probably. And we're going to be just reacting to a bunch of based content, guys, okay? And not like the sort of, July 2023 trying to be based, like that type of stuff, guys. We're gonna be reacting to some actual good content today. So we're gonna start off with this one, man. I just saw this. Dermot Kennedy was on Theo Von. Let's see what Theo Von says about the beautiful country of Ireland, guys. Let's see what he says about it.
The pubs, yeah. I mean, I went into a pub, no furniture. A bunch of guys holding each other up, fucking just yelling and drinking.
Yeah.
No furniture. You would go into a pet store, no pets, 7 people drinking in there, talking about animals. You're like,
yeah.
what? Everything there is just people having a beer, man.
It's funny though, do you ever see the way Italians live to be really, really old because they all just hang out constantly? I like to think Irish people are kind of like that too.
Oh.
That's a good point, guys. We have a long traditional culture. We love hanging out with our families and just our friends and all that type of thing. Long traditional culture.
Need each other. There's all these small communities and stuff. They need somewhere to gather. Definitely. Music's part of that.
And I grew up in New Orleans, and there people were drunk, vomiting. You didn't see it in Ireland, man.
Puking?
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of it.
Oh, there's plenty of puking.
Oh, there is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and they do it all at once or something?
I would say it's just you maybe missed it. There's plenty of it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling in the world.
It's crazy.
I would say that nearly keeps me away from drinking too much, is the puking. I fucking hate.
True that, guys. Just take a couple of Rennie. Here's a little remedy for that, guys. Just take 2 Rennie after you wake up and a Panadol before going to bed. You should be fine.
Hate it.
Well, the first part of puking, I don't like. You start to get this little sweat out of the middle of your neck or tongue.
Yeah. Or the saliva. It's like the saliva all over again.
Yeah, it's like your saliva starts to be like, hey, guess what?
Yeah,
Fuck
you're
you.
in trouble. Yeah,
you're in trouble. Yeah, and some of the names in Ireland, I feel like people are trying to have the most Irish name. You'll meet somebody Aoife.
Aoife.
Aoife,
Yeah.
And that doesn't really spell
Neve.
that.
We were talking to someone yesterday called Neve. It's Niamh.
Yeah, and that's not anything. So it's like you have to have real names if you're even gonna.
You should guess some. These are very run of the mill.
All right.
You got some spicier names.
Bring up very hard to spell Irish names, but without the answers. All right. Count.
Let me see, guys. I lived in Ireland my whole life. I should know all these. Actually, I do know all these. Quiva, isn't it?
Me.
All right. Quiva.
All right. Nope. Siobhan.
Siobhan. See, that's a weird one. I think Quiva is the hardest one out of all these. Quiva, because Quiva doesn't really sound like, nor does it even look. I mean, Quiva. It should be like a Q, not a C, right? It's very weird, man.
Fun.
That's nice, but it's Siobhan.
Siobhan. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had black people there. All right. Rory.
That's obviously Rory, but the traditional name would be Rory. Don't know why. We just have Irish names for British actual names because, we supposedly just don't want the British, right?
Rory.
That's nice. Yeah, Rory.
Oh, Rory.
That would be like Rory. DH would all it's like silent.
Okay, they spelled it so you know at home. Ruaidhri. Okay.
Yeah.
So they don't spell it like Rory. The next one, Tadgh. Tada.
Tada. Man, Theobon's so funny. That's Tig, right?
Or
Tig.
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 Tig. Okay. And the next one, Niamh. Noah.
No, Neve.
Neve. Okay.
Just Neev. Neve.
And then the next one, another one that's not real, Saoirse. Siri.
Saoirse.
Saoirse.
Yeah.
Oh, this is unbelievable. And then I'll do this last one because I've seen this one before.
These are good now.
Yeah, these are tough. Okay, so that's Blonde. Okay, Blonde, Grania, Aisling, and Killian. Aisling and Killian. Aisling is like the most common name. Like every single person in Ireland has Aisling. Every single person. And there's different spellings. Ashing, whatever. Like, it's crazy, man.
We're
okay, here we go to Grainne.
Yeah.
Granny.
Grania.
Grania.
That's the closest you've been.
Oh, that's beautiful, actually.
Yeah.
And this one right here is not anything, but I'll read it. BlathnAid.
Mm-hmm.
Blottenide. Blottenide. Blottened.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
All right, here's one right here. C-A-O-C.
Oh, Jesus, what's that one? Quiva? No. Jesus, I didn't even know how to... Caoilfhionne or N-N. What's that? I know all the rest. Whoa, what the hell is that?
Caoilfhionn. Kill.
Quailing?
Kevin.
That one is even weird for me. I would say...
Yeah, I was going to say, like, even for me, that's gas.
I would say Quailen.
Quailen.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
There's just
Quailfin.
everybody you meet
Quailfin. Bro, it's weird. Anyway.
over there, you're like, I'm Quailen McDonagh, you know.
Yeah. But I see that here too.
Oh, yes, true.
You know what I mean? Everyone. I was in the Boot Barn last weekend, and there was a guy called Lachlan.
Yeah,
and he was like, I'm Irish.
Lachlan by. All right, we're gonna get some Chris Webby going, guys. This is a fire.
Back to yours.
As this is a based stream, guys, this flippin' didn't know what this advertisement by the RSA. By the way, the RSA is the shittest goddamn government branch in the whole of the country, guys. All right, they charged me €1,000 to get my driver's license in 2013. That's like €10,000 in 2024. All right, crazy. Yeah, crazy money.
I think we should have taken a left back there. Can you pick me up? They found out. Put the foot down, man.
Stupidest ad I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I rip up the mic dirty, battle anybody who's worthy. Still on the field with my CT jersey. You see me, heard me, felt me, purely. The sickest on the earth, ain't no shit to cure me. Still nerdy, since N64. Golden eye, golden gun, 20 clips or more. Equipped for war, so bitch better hit the floor, or these punchlines will hit your core. Rattle bones and I'll bruise organs. Show up with the 4 horsemen and Dexter Morgan. Kill everyone out of boredom, offending Mormons. Like round table discussions about abortion. Piss off like half the people I'm crossing. I'm lava, Charizard, hardest bars on the surface of the planet. God damn it, I'm a monster. School of piranhas, ripping through your whole roster. Leave nothing but your skeletal remains laying on the bottom of the riverbed. Ain't no one as sick as Webb. ADHD for life, still on my friggin' meds. Adderall, baby, I'm crazy, but shit, I'm still ahead. In the booth like Bill and Ted, through any time period. Now I'm really getting bread, check the grand totals. World Wide Web, about to take this shit global. Independent mogul, eating till I'm so full. And got my foes evacuating like it's Chernobyl. I could really give a shit about the music industry. I'm in the Webby industry, so I'm just moving differently. Don't answer to a label, I just answer to my listeners. Long as they've been jamming, then we good. I keep spitting words and giving you the quality lyricism you grown to love. Took a minute, but just check the numbers, I've been blowing up. Now they know what's up, I'm that honky. And still they can't see me like they playing pin the tail on a donkey.
Bro, his cadence and flow. I'm the honky. Now they pin him. Now they playing pin the tail on the donkey. This is crazy, bro. Crazy cadence.
Label, I just answer to my listeners. Long as they've been jamming, then we good. I keep spitting words and giving you the quality lyricism you grown to love. Took a minute, but just check the numbers, I've been blowing up. Now they know what's up, I'm that honky. And still they can't see me like they playing pin the tail on a donkey, I'll nuke ya with bazookas running through ya, barracuda. So be careful where you scuba. Rap God, puffin' Buddha. My heart's hardened, you would think I lost a fucking staring contest to Medusa. Now I'm really on the map, no one's stopping that. Been a beast since I rocked the hat that got the flaps. Now I got ladies grabbing on my shaft like I'm Robert Kraft, busting nothing and I never call them back. See these other rappers leprechauns, I'm the fucking megalodon. I'm ice cold, freeze the water when I step on the pond. On 3 times the amount of drugs that I said I was on, but still get all the questions right when fucking Jeopardy's on. Yeah, fuck a clout chaser, I'ma chase him off a cliff without a fucking parachute so we can break his fall with it. I'm sick of all this shit, keeping to myself and keep my audience happy without a major of the industry politics like I'm Captain Obvious. Webby stating the facts, I'm just saying what I'm saying, never taking it back. I don't apologize, I'm overqualified, personified, underground so long I'm feeling fossilized. Listen, you can check the carbon dating on my earliest hits on that piff. Back when baby you was nursing on tits, you had a diaper full of shit while I was murdering shit. Yeah, I'm a lifer in this bitch and now I'm 30 and rich, and I'm loving how it feels knowing all my peers that counted me out are looking back to see me on their heels. Fuck catching them, I'ma blow past them while they getting cramps in their side. Gasping, action, fuck a lights, camera, microphone damager, fully loaded stamina, sharper than these amateurs. Now they spinning web like tarantulas, spit so hot I'll thaw the ground all the way in Yukon, Canada. Listen, Webby's always rapping thorough, I'm such an animal, my life is narrated by David Attenborough. See me up on planet Earth, apex predator, serving motherfuckers like a young Roger Federer. Listen, this a stick up, better empty out your register. Keep my musket loaded just so I can shoot the messenger, raising up the temperature like fossil fuel executives. But I was broke so long I'm used to living in the negative, killing shit consecutive. Ain't no one consistent as me, go ask anyone who listens to me. Kept it real for 10 years in a game full of fake motherfuckers. Why you think they keep their distance from me? I'm just different, you see. I run my whole shit sitting in the cockpit, auto rocket on the grind, better watch it. Connecticut on top, bitch. Yeah, it's 80 bars later and I'm still spitting hot shit.
Man, Chris Webby is just ridiculous, bro. Probably one of the best rappers of all time. Just putting that out there, guys. I think Chris Webby is just one of the best ever. Okay, guys, let's move on to some of these based, because that's what this live stream is about, guys. Based content here. So first thing we got is, we go to here, jailing Enoch Burke is like sledgehammer to crack a nut. So they they actually jailed Enoch Burke again, dude. I mean, this guy is like, I mean, guys, if it wasn't so crazy, you'd actually admire him for his consistency. I mean, he's one of the most consistent men in the world. It's unbelievable. He shows up to work every day at 9 a.m. You know, he leaves at 5 or whatever, supposedly. He's gone to jail for 400 days. This man has literally been to the penitentiary. Not jail, guys. He's been to prison for 400 days for just showing up to work when he's banned from work. It's just, bro, it's unbelievable.
Sacked school teacher Enoch Burke has been sent back to prison a third time there for contempt of court orders. Mr. Burke was arrested on the grounds of Wilson's Hospital School in County Westmeath after going there in defiance of a High Court injunction. He was returned to prison by Mr. Justice Michael Quinn after Gardaí brought him to the Four Courts in Dublin. Ciara, I suppose you think there's got to be a better way than sending Enoch Burke back to prison again.
I do. First of all, I think it's a waste of a prison place, and I'm I'm all about the law and order. There are people who have served less time in Irish prisons who've committed violent crimes than Enoch Burke at this point, and
well, that'll just be the Irish judicial system for you guys.
I understand that the courts do not know what to do with Enoch Burke. I understand that Enoch Burke, who has more or less refused to adhere to any kind of court order and has been found to be in contempt of court, that the courts have limited means in terms of what they do. But it strikes me that a man who agree with him or disagree with him is a separate issue. Think he's right, think he's...
You notice that this Ciara Kelly one, guys, she's starting to be more and more based. She's starting to turn more and more, let's say, libertarian, okay, than she ever was. And it's funny with News Talk, because News Talk is predominantly, left or whatever, liberal. I would say it's more left than liberal, but nah, it's definitely not. It's definitely just like, middle of the line. But it's funny how she's starting to turn completely different than what she was before,
He's wrong. Think what you like about him. is a separate issue. All he has actually done is stood outside the school, and in his view, and it would be my belief, and by the way, I don't share his evangelical beliefs in any way, but it is my belief that he's there for his own religious reasons, and that he thinks that that's what he's doing. He's protesting on the basis of his religion, and that this is a religious persecutory matter. I just wonder, could we not mediate this in some different way? Because it strikes me that locking up
Ooh, very, very, very nice. All
a man who stands outside a school now for...
Well, he can purge his contempt at any time.
He can, but in his...
I'm not sure mediation
in
would
his
work.
view, this
And this guy is a cock, bro. This guy is just, I don't know what happened to this guy, bro.
he can, but in his...
I'm not sure mediation
in
would
his
work.
view, this appears to be some kind of issue of conscience, Shane. And I'm just saying that locking up him, who does nothing but stand there, strikes me as a sledgehammer to crack a nut.
I hear you, and I know the point you're making. The problem is that's not all he has done. He's
Go on.
he's refused.
That's fair enough. He actually has done some wild stuff, but, you know, is he standing on school grounds, or is he standing outside where it's legal to stand outside? You know, Judge Barry O'Donnell, who made almost $400,000 for representing Tulsa as a barrister, ordered his arrest. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Teacher Enoch Burke arrested at Wilson's Hospital School after refusing to endorse and affirm T ideology.
Refused to comply with a court order.
Yeah, yes.
Several
court
there's
orders.
conclusive evidence put before the court, which is not denied by Mr. Burke, that he has breached the terms of the injunction. He's in contempt of court. And the problem is, if somebody's continuously in contempt of court, we can't just ignore that. The state can't just ignore that, because then everybody will be in contempt of court.
I don't think that's true that everyone would be in contempt of court. Most people won't even come high nor near a court.
Lots of people will be.
Here's the thing. But most people won't behave like Enoch Burke. Enoch Burke is a particular case. He is...
Like, one of the things he was doing is, like, running around after school kids and, like, you know, just doing wild things, guys. You know, he was doing insane shit, but, you know, the whole thing, the whole point does stand where he was not, you know, he was not as, it's not exactly what he's basically saying is it's everything that they're doing is against his religion. Okay, so it's more religion based, okay?
Flouting the law, and
the authority of the courts, Ciara.
He has dismissed and disrespected the law, and it strikes me that the law is reacting more severely to being disrespected than they do sometimes
I don't think they're reacting
people
severely.
committing crimes.
I don't think they're reacting severely. I mean, they let him out during the school. Like, nobody in authority
Could he not
wants
just
Enoch.
be ignored? Could somebody not just take it and sort of suck it up and kind of go, Enoch Burke stands outside the school? I doubt very much that...
And ignore a court order and the authority. Like, once the authority of the state
Are we
is
going to leave him
undermined-
locked up for the rest of his life?
I don't know.
Because there's a possibility that he won't ever change his position.
I don't have a particular solution to this, but what I do know is that
It feels like people are starting to come around to understanding what he's trying to say, but at the same time, guys, like, he was running after people and doing some wild stuff, you know, stuff like that, guys. But yeah, this is very strange. It's very strange. It seems like people are starting to change a little bit.
any state that lacks authority, that says, actually, do you know what, we'll let this person off with thumbing their nose at the law and the authority of the courts, that's a recipe for disaster. I don't think any state, however benign, and we are a very benign state, can afford to do that.
At the end of the day, all he's doing is standing outside a school.
He's not. He's breaching a court order.
That's what he's physically doing, Shane. And he is in breach of a court order. He is in contempt of court. He's refused to purge his contempt. I know all those things. But let us know this morning.
Ciara based as always.
Do you know what I'm saying? Are we just going to leave this man who, for his own reasons, and you don't have to agree with them, or you can agree with them, I don't particularly care. Are we going to leave him locked up for the rest of his life because he stands outside the school? Am I out in one here this morning? As I often am.
News Talk are whack. News Talk are my enemy. News Talk are my enemy. Okay, guys, check it out. We're gonna watch this one now. So this one is an absolute farce, man. Yesterday, it was just revealed, okay, that a bike shed was cost €335,000 at Leinster House, okay? 335,000 euros, which is wild, guys. Okay, complete waste of taxpayer money. This is all taxpayer money, guys. So if you pay taxes in this country, they're buying bike sheds with your money, which a bike shed is good, guys. Good to have cycling. Okay, get fit, reduce whatever. But 335,000 pounds, guys, you could have made it for about $2,000. It's crazy. Okay, we're gonna listen to this guy who's not based in any way. This guy is not based in any way, bro. Talking about it. Let's hear what he has to say, guys.
More than anything else on the agenda today, it's the cost of bike sheds, actually, that are infuriating people. It costs about I should explain, if you're just tuning in. It turns out that the OPW spent €335,000 on a bike shed for 18 bikes. So about 18 grand a bike it works out as. Now, you're probably like me, you expect it comes with all the bells and whistles. Apparently not. There are no gates in front of it. There's not even...
So I'm going to show you guys a picture real quick of this bike shed. You guys can make up your mind. I think it looks horrendous. I think it looks just like 4 planks of wood type of job, and like not even that great at all, you know? Like anything, right? So let's see this, guys. What the hell? The bike shed. There's no picture of it. Nobody has a picture of it on YouTube. Like, come on. Yeah, that's the picture of the bike shed, guys. You see that? £335,000 for that, guys. That is an absolute farce, guys. Answers needed from OPW over that price of a shed. That looks like a bus shed. It's horrendous. The worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Ever.
Screens on the side to shelter it. In fact, some TDs have complained that they're not putting their bikes in it because they're still too exposed to the elements in this bike shed that costs €335,000. About 10 grand was spent on quantity surveying service, about 3 grand on archaeological services, which I understand actually if you're going to be building and digging up around Leinster House. But then the rest of it, the guts of well over €300,000 on a bike shed. 18,000 for one bicycle at Leinster House. If you were to provide one bike space for each TD and Senator, you'd have to spend 4 million for a bike shed. Gary in Cork wonders if there's valet parking included, and Frank from Cavan points out it would take over 22 years of tax paying from the average worker to pay for that bike shed.
22 years of tax paying.
Based on a bike, says Frank. Well said. 087 1400 106.
This country is being run by possibly, and I just say this possibly because I don't want to get sued, but I think it's quite possibly some of the worst business people we've ever had in the world. We need to get like business people in, guys, like people that like run a McDonald's, they run like certain businesses, whatever the case, guys. They just run businesses, like they run certain things, you know? Like they're just the worst business people of all time, guys. I haven't seen anyone worse business and worse allocating money ever. In my life, probably. Seriously, guys, it's ridiculous. This is crazy shit, man.
Owen O'Brien is Sinn Féin's housing spokesperson, party TD as well, and he's with me here to talk about their new housing plan launched today. Before we get to that, Owen, this is a massive, an eye-watering amount of money to spend on a bike shed, isn't it?
Sure, and like your listeners, all I know is what's in the newspapers. It wasn't something I was aware before. I don't have a bicycle, although my partner takes her electric bike into Leinster House.
I thought he was going to say my partner, he takes my electronic bike into the house.
My partner takes her electric bike into Leinster House. But this is the kind of stuff that drives people.
Oh, my partner takes it into Leinster House. So he's basically trying to one-upmanship us here, guys. Trying to say that, people, trying to basically flex. Weird flex, but he's trying to say that my his girlfriend works in Leinster House, works as like a TD or whatever, works as like a minister or something.
People mad.
Yeah.
And I suspect the really cumbersome procurement rules are probably behind this. I'd also suspect if they'd had an open competition for men's sheds across the country to see who could provide something at a more reasonable cost that's sensitive to obviously the very historic nature, you got it much cheaper. So we really do need to look at the way in which we procure public works contracts, because while this might be just one example, there's lots and lots of examples of stuff that just costs far too much money.
Michelle McGlynn is with me. She's the political reporter with the Irish Examiner. Michelle, what can you tell us about this lovely new bicycle shed that they've got in Leinster House?
Yeah, so this is raising some eyebrows around the place. It emerged yesterday that this new bike shed it holds 18 bikes, cost more than €335,000. So the breakdown of that shows that €322,282 was spent on the main construction and the installation, but there was also archaeological services that had to be done, and that cost just under 3,000. And then almost 11,000 was paid for the quantity surveying service. So very expensive bike storage there.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the building it's located in Leinster House, that there'd be some sort of kind of archaeological bill, and we don't want them kind of wrecking the place when they're installing a bike shed. So to a degree, I can live with that. €11,000 to get somebody to cost the price of building a bike shed. I mean, the bike shed obviously is the big cost, over 300 grand. It is eye-watering amount of money, but even 11 grand on quantity surveyors for the cost of building a bike shed.
Yeah, it is concerning. Minister Eamon Ryan was speaking earlier today, and he did say that there are questions that will need to be answered by the OPW on this. He said it seemed to him to be incredibly expensive. He had been very much in favour of the installation of the bike shed, but was only made aware of the cost of it seemingly yesterday.
So have you seen this bike shed, Michelle? I mean, people's imagining if it costs 335 grand, it must come with all sorts of bells and whistles and maybe kind of the Swiss Guard patrolling outside it, making sure nobody steals Ivana Bacik's bike. What does it look like?
I actually could not tell you. For as expensive as it was, it has not picked up on my radar. But I'm a pedestrian, so I have no use.
So this is a bike, so 335. How many bikes did you say it can fit inside
18.
it? Okay, so about €18,000 per bicycle is the cost of it. And as I said earlier, the show
Pulling the Rain Man there, pulling all these numbers out.
It was kind of, I think, Ken Fox who obtained the figures through a Freedom of Information request. I mean, there's going to be echoes in people's minds of a famous printer, Michelle, that I think ended up costing the state about 1.4 million quid.
Yes, true. But at least we know the bike shed is being used. So that's a positive.
that is one small little bit of silver lining to an otherwise very, very grey cloud. I'll give them that. Listen, Michelle, thank you for talking.
This is shit, guys. Now, news saw. Fair enough, calling them out. That's good, guys. Oasis tickets. Let's get on to that, guys. So apparently, Oasis have been, what would you call it, gouging the market, charging like €450 exorbitant prices for tickets that cost like, what, €80 or something like that, which are already too expensive. Like Oasis, bro, I wouldn't go to Oasis concert if you paid me, okay? Not let alone me paying €400. So let's see what they have to say this morning.
We're still talking about ticket prices. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm a bit worn out from all the concert ticket hype over the summer, from Taylor Swift to Coldplay. I feel like Oasis kind of tipped us over the edge. I mean, it is a monumental announcement that they are reforming. I get all that. Everyone got really excited.
Is it?
And I think we all knew going into it that there was going to be massive demand for these tickets. Bugbear number one by me was the 8 a.m. start. What was that all about? What's wrong with a nice, respectable 10 a.m? You've had a cup of coffee, you've padded around. It's your day off, for God's sake. But I got ready for that. I got prepared. I tried multiple ways fairly. My husband was logged into a separate Ticketmaster account. I was logged in for a separate Ticketmaster account. Even had my mother ready, armed, and we were mainly doing it for my brother, who is a massive Oasis fan, and we queued, we got bumped off, and we took it on the chin. He's got 4 tickets to go to Cardiff. He's happy enough. But the outrage has not really come with that, because I think we all accept that there's only a certain number of tickets and you think it's a first come, first served. But we're hearing now that there was dynamic pricing at play. So the more the demand goes up, the more the price goes up. we sort of just accept it in flights, but should we be accepting it when it comes to our ticket prices? There's been a national outrage. It's all over the papers this morning. Some standing ticket prices went for over €400. And since then, the Culture Minister has had something to say. And even the Taoiseach, Micheál Martin, yesterday said he hoped the organisers of the ticket sales for the Oasis concert at Croke Park next year will reflect on what happened.
I do think we need a real strong reflection on this kind of runaway inflation in costs for concerts of this kind, and so many people looking forward to.
Well, it's just price gouging. Like, you know, paying €400. And also, guys, Oasis are just little spoiled brats, guys. What's his name? Liam Gallagher and Rory Gallagher, whatever they are. They're two brothers, guys. Imagine hating your brother, guys. If you hate your brother, there's something seriously not right there, guys. Like, you should be a family unit, you know. And nowadays they try and, you know, break this sort of family unit, guys. You know, it's like, dude, you should be flipping friends with your brother, man. I don't understand, or sister, but these guys were fighting for 15 years. And the only reason they got back together, they probably said, "All right, mate, let's make some money, mate. All right, let's make some money." It's like, dude, like, you're getting back together for money. Like, everyone sees what you guys are doing. It's not like you're giving the world like some, like, okay, they have that one song, Wonderwall or whatever. I don't know any other song by them. It's just like very strange, bro.
To it, but clearly it beyond the reach of many people to purchase.
Yeah, Ty Harvard, I was dismayed to hear Oasis are back together. Yeah, me too. I don't know. I don't really get the context at all of it, but whatever. This is very.
It's hard to be in a position to afford to get to a concert, given the rapid acceleration of price increases around the tickets. We would hope all of those organising this could reflect on what has transpired, because certainly there are a lot of disappointed people.
That has a real bang of take a long, hard look at yourself off it, hasn't it? But we are all feeling that way, and perhaps we would use more colourful language than Micheál Martin. We'd like to hear from you on your experience and your thoughts on dynamic pricing. 53106 at a cost of 30 cents. You can WhatsApp us for free, 087 1400 106. I'm joined in studio by Dave Hanratty, host of the No Encore Music podcast. Dave, are you outraged?
I'm not outraged because I didn't even try. I'm not the biggest Oasis fan in the world, and I hope that's okay to say. I hope that's okay to admit.
Oasis are shy, just like Coldplay. Shy, guys.
National radio, but I'm not outraged. I'm not surprised either. This was.
Yeah, guys, they price gouge. You know, they always talk about how prices are this and that. Oh, we don't get paid for this and stuff. Well, find a new way to get paid, guys. Just do tours or sell T-shirts or something, guys. Find a new way to make a business model out of your music. You know. Find a new way to make money out of your music, guys. It's not responsibility of the people to be making you money. It's the responsibility of yourself, guys, right?
It was always going to be an absolute bloodbath, and that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what transpired. You could have seen it coming a mile away. The dynamic pricing element, however, I think people have every right to be upset about. It wasn't billed as an auction. It wasn't a case of, you know, you get into the front of the queue and all of a sudden, whoops, 400% increase. That was not billed ahead of time. But of course, a lot of people have chosen to pay that amount of money, which is an extreme amount of money for so many different people. And you're saying earlier on, you know, oh, we accept it with flights, and, you know, should we? Even there, or hotel rooms, or someone selling a house. I mean, this thing of like the highest bidder, fair enough, I understand it. Like, this comes down to supply and demand, but it's morally dubious in the extreme, and it does need.
Yeah, it is morally dubious. Like, people need to stop buying these tickets, and then they would come down in price. If people just stopped buying stuff, stopped being massive consumers, the prices would come down.
Need to be looked into. I don't think there's much of a case to answer here, though, in terms of what went down from a, you know, kind of, there's no fraud involved here. People knew what they were buying. They knew how much money they were going to spend when they hit the checkout. That was put in front of them. And Micheál Martin's idea about maybe, like, you know, a bit of shame to be invoked here, it's not going to. Liam and Noel Gallagher aren't going to be too upset by that. They're counting their money already, and the gigs haven't even happened yet.
They would have been counting their money, though, if they had have just used tiered pricing, that there's a set price for the pitch, there's a set price the lower down the seating you are. Up in the gods, you know you're going to pay a little bit less because you're, even in the theatre, if you have an obscured view, you know you pay a little bit less. I mean, I think that's fair, and that's still making them and the promoters a hell of a lot of money.
Oh yeah, this is plain and good old-fashioned simple greed. There's no need for this. It's avarice. I mean, like, it's absolutely gouging people, and doing so during a cost of living crisis. And again, Oasis, of course, come from a working class background. Like, for a long time, they would have been very reflective of working class people, hard-working people who go out there and don't have that much money to spend. Of course, those days are long over. Millions and millions of pounds later.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, guys. And that's what's happening here, man. They're becoming the villains.
You know, their working class roots can't really be seen anymore from their respective ivory towers. So
I don't think any of these people have real working class backgrounds. They say, oh, we're from working class backgrounds in our music, and they never are, guys. Like, bro. They never are they?
Do have to question the motivations here beyond just the obvious cash grab nature of this. And of course, you know, when the reunion was announced, people were speculating, is this because Noel's going through a costly divorce? I'm sure that's part of it. He is getting 50 million, if reported to be believed, as is Liam. And that was before a ticket was even sold. So on top of this, it's going to be very interesting to see where the money goes down. I mean, Ticketmaster, of course, is the machine that is the conduit between Oasis and the fans, and everyone was getting very, very mad at Ticketmaster when this was happening. And fair enough, the service, absolutely, there are questions to be asked there, but they are the device. You know, like, this comes down to the artist and the promoters more so than the machine that you use to get in there. Although, of course, that machine gets a cut of the money, and the more money generated via ticket sales, the more they're going to get as well. So everyone, apart from the fans here, is kind of laughing. Although some fans seem to be happy to spend this amount of money, which is quite questionable, I would say, as well.
Can we get
Bro, if my favorite artists like Eminem, one of these rappers, came to Dublin, I didn't even go see them because they were charging crazy amounts as well. They were charging like €100, €200. It's like, dude, I'm not paying €250 to go see you. Like that American football game, Georgia State versus Florida Tech or whatever, or Georgia Tech versus Florida State. Tickets were €250, guys. Some tickets. Okay, when I looked at them, my friend showed me tickets for 80, but even €80 for flipping to see an American football game, like, that's kind of crazy. It should be like 40 or 50, like just stuff that's reasonably priced, you know. This sort of crazy amounts that people are charging nowadays, it's like, it's immoral, guys. It's crazy immoral.
Liam and Noel on the phone, please. And while we're waiting for that to happen, Brian is on the line in Trim. Brian, you were trying for tickets. How did you get on?
No, I didn't get them, and to be honest, when I started seeing the cost of them, when you did get through after multiple hours, there's not a hope I would have paid that money. I mean, I've seen them, and one thing that came to me was I've seen them in Slane, you know, a long time ago. I think it was 2009.
Oh, in Slane. 2009. I saw Eminem in Slane Castle 2013, guys, August 17th, and the tickets were €80 for 10 acts. They had a bunch of rappers, Slaughterhouse, they had a ton of Yellow Wolf, they had from Royce to 5ix9ine, they had crazy, Tyler the Creator, they had a ton of different artists, guys, in Slane at the time. And now it's like just price gouging, you know. Now it's for two people, you have to pay €400. Like, what? No, dude, I'm not paying that much money. That's insane, dude.
Wasn't that difficult, or it wasn't this difficult or expensive to get tickets for Slane, which is a massive, you know, event in Ireland every year.
Yeah.
As my father said, he got tickets from Michael Jackson first. I think it was 92 or 93. Okay, queued up and slept out with a bit of crack, but he wasn't gouged when he got to the counter. You know, and as Dave was saying there, you know, people knew what they were paying. People didn't know what they were paying until they got through the whole 4 hour or 3 hours or 2 hours waiting. Yeah. And at that stage, it's kind of like a gambler. You're looking at it, your dopamine is hit, you've got through, you're happy and go, oh, I have to take what I'm given. And I'd say a lot of people on reflection from Saturday morning going, I can't believe I'm not spending, you know, multiples of hundreds of euro on a ticket for a concert where I'll be standing beside somebody that 12 hours earlier got the same ticket for a third of the price.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And it's like sale price. You know, if you walk in and you pick up a jacket and it's reduced from 300 to 150, and all of a sudden you might never pay 150 for a jacket, but because it's come down, it does something to our mind. It happened to me with Coldplay. By the time I got there were only like VIP packages left. Yeah. I don't know if dynamic pricing was on the go. I feel like all the pitch tickets were gone. That's what I thought at the time. But again, there were some for 1,500. So I ended up buying 2 for 300 because that seemed cheaper. And you're right, you feel like you're in this club and the time is ticking down in the clock in the corner.
Pressure, you know, and you could be kicked out. Right? I mean, there was multiple reports of people all over Twitter or X. I mean, saying got to like number 6 in the queue. Next minute, I was removed, being accused of being a bot. And that's another thing about dynamic pricing.
That's so funny. He was accused of being a bot.
Like, we all know there's touts on it using multiple different systems. So the bots are then counted as people. So the price is going up because somebody somewhere has created multiple different accounts and is then screwing the rest of us. But it's just, I do think one thing that is kind of come true, and I really would like to see if they would say something, is that the working class method from Noel and Liam seems to be well out the window, and divorces or no divorces, you know, the as you wear attitude that they've kind of had in the last while has really gone out the window in regards to what they've done here with their tickets. I mean, it's not just here. We've MPs, you've Claire Hanna saying it, you've other MPs in England saying it. You know, it's not just Micheál Martin and the guys over here saying it. So morals, yeah, they're not breaking the law, but I think it's the old average Joe Soap seems to be getting screwed once again, and for us, you know, that seems to happen a lot. And you mightn't be an Oasis fan, but it'll get you eventually. It'll be some concert you want to go to. There might be a big concert and you'll get screwed over.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily just...
True, and guys, you can just watch this stuff from home. You know what I mean? I don't know, concerts, guys. I'm 18 now. I'm 18 10 years ago. I'm 29 now. I'll probably never go to a concert again in my life, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I've never been to a festival. I don't want to go to any of that stuff. And this is coming from a guy who loves music. It's just too... I don't want to say the word degenerate. It's just too. It's just not. It's just not it, guys. You know, all these concerts and festivals and all this shit. It's just whack, guys. You know what I mean?
Those tickets, it's just the selling of dynamic priced tickets. Brian, thank you very much for coming on. I want to bring in Alan Buckley. Alan, you're head tour guide at the Irish Rock and Roll Museum Experience.
Ty Harvard, I went to see the band Love Bites in London about a month back. It was amazing. Tickets were £20. Yeah, that's great, guys. Tickets were £20. Like, I'd go to a concert if tickets were £20, £40, you know, sometime in my life. But if they're going to be charging me €100 for flipping to see one act for flipping a half hour or an hour, they can keep the tickets, guys. That's crazy, man. Do you know what I mean? That's just outrageous.
So you must have gotten your fair share of gigs over the time. What do you think of dynamic pricing?
Well, I think I suppose thanks for having me on, because I do deal in, I suppose, the area of music nostalgia and how much music means to people. And while I will admit that concert tickets is not, and the pricing of same is not the central question facing humanity, I do think it is reflective of a trend in society whereby everything just becomes outpriced. It becomes inaccessible to people. And one of the most important things in Irish culture, in world culture, is the ability for ordinary people to get to see live music, to get to see their heroes, to get to see the people who have inspired them. And
when you're 18, guys, your heroes at 29, 30, trust me at this, when I hit like 26, I was like, oh man, my rap heroes, Eminem and 50 Cent, these guys aren't what I thought. 50 Cent still is, actually. Method Man. I was like, man, these people just aren't what I thought they were. Like, Eminem is obviously controlled. Like, everyone seems to be controlled now. I've grown up. I start to really see the depth of what the music industry really is, you know.
What's happening in dynamic pricing is that you're faced with the reality of either people who can genuinely afford to pay, you know, at the ticket prices you've kind of described today, or you get people who have to make a choice between seeing their heroes from the 90s or not going on a family holiday, because that's roughly what you're talking 2 tickets to Oasis would have cost. I think it's shameful. I think you'll find it is very hard to defend. I have heard the argument, oh well, musicians don't make the money from selling records anymore, therefore you have to be able to sell extremely expensive concert tickets because streaming platforms don't pay.
Alan, you've dropped...
Where the hell did he go? He just dropped the call. Alright, guys, I'm going to play a little song. Just going to go take a quick slash, guys. This is one of the best based songs. This is the best based songs of all time, guys. Alright, listen to it. I'll be back shortly.
we are again. I wish I didn't have to keep writing these songs, I really do. Let me warm up real quick. Another time, another year, another chance to remind these rappers why I'm who they fear. If we're being honest, I've been getting tired of it here. Now it's time to say goodbye and have me sign your souvenirs, cause this Wednesday's the last one. Really? It's a rap, son. 7-year album rollout. And then when that's done, I ain't really got a plan for what be coming next. But before I dip, you know I got a couple left. Get it off my chest, incline press, all in an eloquent way. If you don't move, you might be catching it straight. Low key, lot of rappers biting Webby these days. I'm a proud dad. Who am I to get in the way of all my sons I gave life to? Look at them run. Feels like yesterday I taught them to walk. Now they become so big since I showed them how this shit could be done. Why would I ask for flowers in a game that's giving me none? I'm so independent, I make independent rappers look dependent. I birthed the business model, other people took the credit. So get your shit straight. I've been around since that Piff mixtapes. This ain't fucking clickbait. When I'm on the road, I'm who they paying to see. Night after night, year after year, remaining to be one of the coldest MCs, undebated indeed. They try but can't replicate being as crazy as me. An OG in a game full of puppies and I'm Cujo. Yeah, they got some monthlies, they ain't packing rooms though. They don't know the ciphers where I grew up paying dues. They'll never fit in my shoes, they'll never do what I do. So tell the government don't get to killing me already. What the fuck you waiting on? I told you Hillary, I'm ready. But shit, until they get me, we gon' ride it higher now with the bars. Yeah, singing like the Irish side of town. And my mind's derailed like all the damn trains these days. Got me afraid of the rain these days. But the Ukraine these days, yeah, that's what they want us watching. Instead of chemical fires and clouds of dioxins, vinyl chloride killing with the drizzle dropping. Breathing or eating food seeped in toxins, contaminate our crops and the water that we washing. And tell you that it's safe, they some lying motherfuckers. Now it's just another cover up. Really, I mean, what the fuck? All these black rock motherfuckers trying to come for us. Maybe we should come for them. Loading like the muzzle up. Pour some Ohio tap water and fill them up a cup. Straight from East Palestine. Make them all swallow it and drive them to their first visit to the oncologist. 2 years later when the tumors all surface, just to look them in the eyes and tell them that they deserve it. We got Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, all these damn serpents in society lying like they aren't trying to hurt us. The poison us for profit, they've been trimming down our population. Evil is the occupation. With the great reset prepped and on deck, sheep following sheep. Our country's falling apart, Biden's falling asleep. They put our rights up on the market and they bought them for cheap. While selling fear through propaganda, then they wash and repeat and see. They tell a boy he's a girl, no he's not, he's 8. That I will not debate, let alone tolerate. All these genders nowadays, how do we accommodate? Most of us are just confused, why y'all gotta call it hate? Canceling is all the rage, sanity been tossed away. Kids identifying as animals and we call them brave. But fuck that, I don't care if it's my kid or not. DCF can have them if they shitting in a litter box.
You guys should definitely listen to Chris Webby, Tom McDonald, some of Eminem, stuff like that, guys. Not Oasis. Definitely not Oasis.
Did you get boosted? Well, Charlie Puth did. All these shots fucking with hearts like Cupid. They selling souls to the pharmacists, taking blood money and sucking big pharma's dick. But listen, that could never be Webby. I'd rather die a martyr than be a motherfucking hashtag Pfizer partner. And I'm not saying that you're stupid if you're vaxxed though, Mr. Fiasco. All I'm saying is I am smart. I know that I'm a fire starter, but I tried to tell them all in Raw Thoughts 5. But let me add, if you got it against your will for a job that'll pay your bills, then your bosses should be in jail. Your doctor should all be clipped, and I'm sorry that's how I feel. But they were following orders. You know who else was following orders? Nazi supporters. Fuck all the employers who were ever forcing their staff to be enforced with a jab for a flu that they probably already had, to keep a job that gives them all that they have. Free country, how the fuck are we even calling it that? Is it like some sick joke? Is it all for a laugh? Have we truly reached a point that we're too lost to get back? Are we body positive? Is it fine to be fat? It's actually healthy according to some scientist stats. But look, Nestle is the company supplying the fat. That's a conspiracy. I'm just not subscribing to that. So get your tinfoil hat and never come back again. Racist colonizer, I will never play your tracks again till you say sorry for being white. Not that again. How you blaming me for slavery? Shit, I'm Italian. Only on your mother's side, see? You just fucking lied. Shut the fuck up, yo. Damn, let me fucking slide. Not getting canceled already, it's been a bumpy ride. You expect me to run and hide? Never that. I'll be ivermectin with it, yeah, I gave him the remedy.
Ivermectin's amazing. amazing.
He hit the game with the recipe, did it safe and effectively. Saw the Grim Reaper just a couple paces ahead of me, but we cut a side deal and dug a grave for my enemies. And the thing about the truth is, they don't let us see. And the thing about the proof is, they keep it from me. While the thing about the news is, it's made for dummies. And the thing about the Jews is, wait, did my song censor itself? Oh, great. Now they'll say I'm anti-Semitic as well. That's alright. And make sure my records never will sell. Say what you will about them, yo, but shit, they clever as hell. Jesus Christ, folks. Are we at the point where as a white guy, I gotta ask if it's fine if I make a white joke? A little extra mayonnaise up on the side joke? A little I don't get pulled over when I drive joke? Lighten up, people. We ain't so different. The two teams now are the compliers and the dissidents. So pick a side. Ain't no time for you to sit the fence. Say fuck this. Refuse to be a participant. Awake yourself from the cloud of cognitive dissonance.
Awake yourself from the cloud of cognitive dissonance. Amazing.
Up, people, we ain't so different. The two teams now are the compliers and the dissidents. So pick a side, ain't no time for you to sit the fence. Say fuck this, refuse to be a participant. Awake yourself from the cloud of cognitive dissonance. Conspiracies are coming true, it's no coincidence. The ones in power banking on us staying ignorant. That's why they hate us when we give a shit. So listen, cause if everybody gave a shit at once, then their game would all be done. If the people united against the few that run the planet, we would take them in a month. I don't know what would come after all, I'm just a rapper.
This is fire. This is fire. He's saying, after all, I'm just a rapper. What's gonna happen? And this song was released last year, and it's well overdue to do another. Yeah, around this time, August 16th. You know, it was released around this time last year, and definitely in need of another Raw Thoughts, guys. Fire track. Raw Thoughts 6, I think this one is, or 7. We need a Raw Thoughts 7 or 8, guys. We need a Raw Thoughts 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, bro. It's fire, bro. This song is crazy, bro.
Trying to spread truth while I'm still on earth. And sometimes with the truth, that shit gon' hurt. Last Wednesday, bitch. But before I dip off, I got some people that I gotta piss off first. Webby. Raw Thoughts. Fuck Ted Cruz, too. To all my...
Because in the last Raw Thoughts, he said Ted Cruz was good. It's fire, man.
Brothers and sisters in the quarantine zones, or anyone else tapped into these frequencies hearing my words. The survivors out there who still have enough fight in them to stand up against the injustice and tyranny of the establishments risen from the shadow of our society's collapse.
Bro, this is some like, you know, some like apocalyptic type of thing, guys. It's wild.
Fedra and their affiliate groups seek to keep us in a state of dependence as they rule over us, just like the government elites in times of old. We may be lost, our spirits may be broken, but it isn't over yet. My name is of no importance anymore. All that matters is that I have found the cure they've been keeping from us. Anyone looking to seek refuge and help us take the next steps towards a brighter tomorrow, you have a home with us. To those prepared to dissent, now is our time to rise. And to those whose fear
Those prepared to ascend is decided to rise.
Blinds them into compliance. It's time to pick a side. If you continue to ride the fence, you will get caught in the crossfire.
Damn, Chris Webber gave us a warning. I have another song. I think there was another good one that I reacted to, man. Chris Webby is fire though. He's a wild dude, man. But he's actually a good, really good rapper. Really good rapper, man. You know, trying to see what let's see what my YouTube homepage is giving me that I can react to next. Oh, this song was phenomenal, guys. I don't know how people don't watch more Adam Calhoun. He's actually fire, guys. He's actually fire. A lot of channels popping up as well in Ireland, guys, talking about certain things. You know, it's kind of cool to watch people talk about more content nowadays and how a lot of people, you know, are getting screwed over, like Ren talking about his producer screwing him over, taking money off him. So it's definitely getting more, the internet's definitely getting more and more based as we go on. Okay, people are starting to question certain things, you know, and it's good to question everything, guys. So keep doing it, man. not a ton to react to. Let's see what the comments are saying. What am I supposed to react to, guys? Chat. Tell me down below, chat, man. What am I supposed to react to? Because this kind of Oasis thing is gone out, man. And I don't really want to talk about banning smart schools and secondary schools. Who cares, man? Shouldn't even have a flipping phone till you're older anyways. So, really stupid, bro. Alright, let's see what this base chat has to say. Let's see. Much love from the Sidhu Moosewala. Much love to Sidhu Moosewala, guys. I love Sidhu Moosewala, man. Absolute legend. Don't know what to should we react to Celebs Go Dating? What is this? Is Celebs Go Dating based? Okay. My man's telling me love bites the hammer of Rat Life. Is this like a rock song or what the hell is this? Alright, I'll come back to that. The pros and cons of being a handsome man in the workplace. Like, look at the bullshit, man. I actually get suggested such nonsense on my YouTube channel now. I used to get some kind of cool content, you know, and I don't know if it's like it's a pretty slow month on YouTube. I would say right now, literally today, guys, the internet is just dead. Like, Twitter is popping off, but even Twitter, like, it's pretty dead as well, guys. Like, just a lot of things are slowing down, man. I don't know, like, it feels like, and I'm speeding up, guys. I don't give a shit, man. I'm speeding up, but it feels like a lot of things are just slowing down and dying almost. You know, the internet, people want to be more outside. You know, even me, I want to go work out right now. It's just a lot of things, man, that I want to do, but just everything seems not very captivating right now. You know, it seems like, you know, kind of take it or leave it. Like, I'm getting Rob Lipset 20,000 calorie challenge, just nonsense, man. 8.6 million views. Like, that's fine. I actually like that video, but 7 years ago video, like, why am I getting suggested bullshit content? Like, I just... Lex Friedman and Joe Rogan. This is an interesting conversation, guys. Like, why am I getting suggested such nonsense, guys? I don't watch half this stuff, bro. I haven't watched the Stevie Knight video in ages. Screwface Gene. Let's put on some rap music, guys. Let's put on some music, bruh. You guys got any based rap music, bruh? I'm just gonna keep saying that word based. Oh, let's react to Knox Hill. I forgot to react to this video.
Back with the backpack rap, hit the tap tap tap, out back, who's that? Limac like a Mac, 5 drums on the pad. I'm a child of the boom bap, some call it choke rap.
That's sick. I'm a child of the boom bap, so obviously grew up around the Wu-Tang Clan era, that early kind of 80s music. It's fire, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Hit that chat button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Come on, bro. Let's run this chat up. This is
Limac like a Mac, 5 drums on the pad. I'm a child of the boom bap, some call it choke rap. When the bass go boom, off the bat, hot tune, I zoom to the moon. Lock me in the room, iPhone in a loop. I won't interview, I hate reading the news and what's clicking. Don't tell me what I'm missing, I am out here living it. Every other headline, line heads get triggered. I don't know what team to pick, pickled in the middle. You want beef, it jumped over the moon. I got the fiddle, sorting through the hieroglyphics with my...
That's fire, man. Damn, Knox Hill is just class, bro. Unbelievable.
Line heads get triggered. I don't know what team to pick. Pickled in the middle. You want beef? It jumped over the moon. I got the fiddle, sorting through the hieroglyphics with my MPK. Got Marshall in my ears like I'm MGK.
I got Marshall in my ears like I'm MGK. That's fire. Obviously, you know, MGK is severely affected by the bars that Eminem talks about, guys.
Ways keep it moving. I'm an MC sway. Give me 5 fingers, bringing the wave like M's tapes. Sit down, sit down. I'm like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, better sit your ass down. How we do it like that? Like, wow, but how we do it like that?
Really catchy hook, guys. Really catchy hook. How we do it like that? Wow, I like that, guys. Knox Hill, super flaming rapper, guys. Like a fire rapper, man. People sleep on Knox Hill, bro, as just a reactor or whatever, but he is just a class artist as well, man. To make all this music as well, You know, he lives in England right now, guys. It's just fire, man.
Living out my blood, watching Uncle Sam pull. My type be making O's, still alone like a grand full of money in the bag, got a grip like a handful. I remember the days my haters had me canceled. Whoa.
Oh, I remember the days that my haters had me cancelled. Because they were trying to cancel him about being like he never reacts to like black rappers, or like he was like a race baiter, something like that, guys, with the Screwface Gene type of beef. But we all know Knoxville isn't racist, guys. That's crazy to say that, but it's fine.
Bag got a grip like a handful. I remember the days my haters had me canceled. Whoa, I'm the man, let your man know. Did it at my pace, tell mama we can dance slow. Never did the ice or the spice, watch the plans, ho. Labels fake the...
Never did the ice or the spice. That's fire. And then he's kind of saying it in the way of like, never did like ice spice. Ice spice is whack. She's promoting health and fitness on YouTube though, which is fair enough, because I actually do like that. But he said I never did the ice, which is like heroin, or the spice, which is like weed, I think, or some sort of drug.
At my pace, tell mama we can dance slow. Never did the ice or the spice, watch the plans, ho. Labels fake the art, quick throw it in the Van Gogh. Cut your ear off, clear off.
That's crazy. Watch the art, throw it in the Van Gogh. Kind of with the double meaning, the double entendres, the Van Gogh.
Man, let your man know. Did it at my pace, tell mama we can dance slow. Never did the ice or the spice, watch the plans, ho.
Never did the ice or the spice, watch your pants, ho. That's crazy. What's he saying? What does he say there? Watch the pants, ho. Watch the plants, ho. So yeah, she's basically saying ice spice is a plant, is an industry plant, which I think she is as well.
Slow. Never did the ice or the spice, watch the plans, ho. Labels fake the art, quick throw it in the Van Gogh.
Labels fake the old. Labels fake the odd. Throw it in the Van Gogh. So he's saying like, I'm Van Gogh, and they're not basically responding to any music that I want to do, but they love Ice Spice. That's true, guys.
Cut your ear off, clear off, looking in the mirror. Michelangelo, I've been a ninja. Hey y'all.
That's fire, bro. Cut your Michelangelo mirror, ninja, and like he's rhyming all these crazy words. You know, Van Gogh, Michelangelo. You know, they're kind of similar. They're artists, right?
Ice or the spice, watch the plans, ho. Labels fake the art, quick throw it in the Van Gogh. Cut your ear off, clear off, looking in the mirror. Michelangelo, I've been a ninja. Hey y'all, you don't want it like me, he don't want it like me. I'm like Bruce with the punch, now they wanna spike me. Better do the right thing, why you only type thing while they tying up your wings, stay free. I got a buzz like a miner with the plug, body count like I'm Purdy with the drugs. It's the hit, man. Sit down, sit down. I'm like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, better sit your ass down. How we do it like that? Like, wow, but how we do it like that?
You guys can see the artwork. Wow is on every single column. This is like underneath the motorway. Every single column is painted with wow. That's fire, guys. Wow. That's unreal. Knoxville is based. He actually does a lot of songs with Ren. He's linked up with Ren loads of times. He's just linked up with a bunch of people, guys. That's fire, man. Very, very cool, man. 1.38 million subscribers. Dude, he only hit 1 million subscribers recently, and now he's on 1.3 million. Crazy, man. He has some phenomenal music, guys. Phenomenal music. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I might just leave it there with this live stream, bruh. Of course, we are looking to live stream every single day. So if you guys have any ideas what to live stream, bruh, make sure to tell me down below, and we will get straight to it, guys, because I want to go and work out right now, and then I'll come back and record some videos. So let me know your thoughts, guys. I love you guys all, man. Amazing live stream. Oh, PBX Cali by Sidhu in English translation. I've already reacted to that, brother. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. I love you guys all, man. I'll see you in the next one, bro. Peace.